And we're back with another episode of Nefashuu's Pokemon White Wedlocke Challenge. Ah, yeah. So, I've decided to make a separate episode to do the training for the Elite Four. So, this will be a bonus episode. So, we're not taking on the league just yet, because there's some stuff that we gotta do before we do that. So, as you can see, everyone is actually not very far off the level limit. I don't have very much to train to get everyone to level 50. But there's definitely a lot of thinking I have to do about what movesets I want and what else, what kind of items I need on you guys. And also which pair to use for which member of the Elite Four, and even which order to use them in. So there's a lot of thinking to do. That much is true. So, before we can take on the league, there are a few things that we need to do. The first thing is we need to train everyone up, which I will do, of course, in a montage. The second thing I want to do is I need to get Boron's happiness up so that we can stick return on you, because we literally only got you last episode. I don't know what your happiness is, so I might have to ride back and forth a lot on a bridge to get your happiness up, and then we could put return over strength back on you, Boron. The third thing that I want to do, I don't know if this is going to be possible, but I'm thinking that I would like some light clay, which, if you don't know, light clay increases the duration of light screen, which would be fantastic, but it all depends on what of my team can learn Thief. Yttrium and Dysprosium can learn Thief. So, we could go and take down Wild Golurk, or Golurk rather. Golurk would be crazy. Imagine Wild Golurk. And I don't remember whereabouts you even find Golurk in this game. I think maybe Dragonspire Tower? And if that is the case, here we go. Right, well, this rarely used Pokedex will tell us. So yeah, that looks like... No, not Pawniard. That looks like Dragonspire Tower is the place to find that. In the grass outside. So, I might do that. But if we get to level 50 and we don't have that item, there's a 5% chance, I think, in order to get the light clay. I think that would be so useful just to have for zinc. I'm thinking of some of the Elite Four members hit pretty hard, especially defensively. Now, there's one more thing to do, which we can do right now, before we do any of the training. We're going back to where it all began, in Nuvema Town, because there are some TMs that I can pick up, apparently. We're going from the ominous music to the quaint sounds of Nuvema Town, but let's pay a visit to good old Professor Juniper, because apparently you have some TMs in store. Why, hello, Proton. How have you been lately? Saving the world, I bet. How's your Pokedex coming along? Yeah, sure. Alright, give me some items. I don't know if I have to speak to her each time, but I think that she's going to give me, firstly, False Swipe, which is not actually useful, but that's not what we came here for. Protect, that is definitely what I came here for. That is gonna be so useful, you don't even know. But finally, we also get Hidden Power, which could be useful. I'm tempted to teach Hidden Power to things and then try it out in training to see how well this goes. I suppose, since we've bothered to come back here, let's speak to our dear mother. Oh, Proton, how are your Pokemon? You should rest a little. We sure should. I've been through a lot. Oh man, I'm still really sad that we lost Titanium and Tin in that last battle. Well, one of our last battles in Victory Road. It's a sad time. We'd come so far, and to just lose them right there. But there's nothing I could have done about that. There's no escape from that scenario. I just happened to lead with the worst pair for that. Although, even if I'd used different pairs, it would have struggled. Dysprosium would probably have done alright. But yeah, I guess that's all the prep work we need to do. I have a lot of thinking to do, and a bit of training to do. Hopefully, I can steal some clay as well, which is quite the thing to be doing. So I'm going to do all that, and I will be back with you guys once that is all done, once everyone's level 50, and once we are ready to go. Oh yeah, it's done. Everyone is now level 50. So that means it's time to take on the Elite Four. Oh man, and I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do, who I want to use first, how I want to go about it. I think I've almost decided, but I still have another day's worth of recording on my end, or in between recordings, to think about this, because it's a difficult decision. My goodness. So, I did pretty much everything I said I was going to. Boron, you had maximum happiness, so that is good news for me. That means that your return is going to be pretty good. I also got the light clay for zinc, because that's also going to be very useful. And then I think the only thing I really have left to do is teach a few TMs that I want to teach. So, firstly, let us find Protect. So I want to stick Protect on maybe a few things. On Dysprosium and Yttrium. We'll do Yttrium. I think we'll get rid of Will-O-Wisp. We might end up reteaching Will-O-Wisp at some point, but I think Toxic and Protect is going to be a good combination. And then also I'm going to teach it to Dysprosium, which doesn't make too much sense. But there's a reason for this. So we're going to get rid of... Do we get rid of Dig, or do we get rid of Return? That is the question. I'm just trying to think of who we'd be facing here and which of your attacks is going to be more useful. I get the feeling that I'll get rid of Return. And we can always reteach all the things. It turns out that most people, half my team has a hidden power of Ghost, including Yttrium, which is so dumb. I think Boron has hidden power Ghost, which wouldn't have been too bad, except for the fact that Boron's special attack is atrocious. And then I think Dubnium also has hidden power of Ghost, but Dubnium I think has moves I don't want to get rid of anyway. And what else happened? I think Zinx was Dark. And then the other two, Dysprosium and Oxygen, were both fighting. I don't know why I had such weird hidden power, so I'm not going to use hidden power. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to teach Volt Switch. I guess I taught Volt Switch to Zinc. Maybe I already did that. Which is good, because I think Volt Switch is going to be useful for a certain group of Pokemon we're going to be facing. I think this is pretty good. This is pretty good movesets, and they may change as the process goes. I don't know about Oxygens, but at the same time, I don't know what else I should be teaching you. I think it depends what I come up against, really. So we'll think about that a little bit more. I've got a lot of thinking to do, and it's almost time, man. So hopefully, if all goes to plan, you should see the Elite Four come out tomorrow. We'll see just how that goes. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Toodles.